Hopefully someone sees this and I get at least one person that wants to listen to my scratchy New York raspy voice. Black Eagle, my girl, always showing up. You do always show up. You definitely do, Black Eagle. I think you and Sandy are the only ones who ever always show up. I don't really I don't really have that many live chatters because I don't really go live much, but I'll just listen to BX Beastie Boy for a minute. I'm not sure if what I clicked on was old or whatever, but it was Molly defending Robbie now after her um rolling him around in the dirt per se. And I was just thinking like she has some pair of balls feeling sorry for herself and people making videos and stuff. And she's flew to Florida to torture a family. But now she wants to cry how she's being treated on YouTube. You're putting yourself out there. The laundries didn't do that. But you fucking tortured them and you didn't care what you were gonna do to them. Aw, thanks, Black Eagle. Like, are we supposed to feel bad? I mean, I'm sure a lot of your people will, but I don't. You are publicly putting yourself out there. Whether you're terrific, awesome, hey Ems, you could be just an average makeup creator, and people are going to leave nasty, mean comments because that's just some people in society. You could be the coolest, most calm granny who's teaching people how to knit. There's going to be nasty comments there because there's freaking vicious and vile people in this world. And you should be lucky that the level of hate you and Laura get isn't that bad because what you do and the things, the way you go over the top is, I mean, sometimes it's like you're either secondhand embarrassed for them, um, triggered by them, triggered by them because of something else they said to hurt a friend, or just the level that they go to get people into their streams. So we, per se, that put ourselves out here, cannot complain about bad comments that we get or scrutiny amongst people that aren't going to like us because let's just be honest, sometimes when I'm not everybody's cup of tea, and that's okay. But when I feel if I'm not coming at you or targeting you or speaking to a person, like, say what you want about me, my voice, my weight, whatever, but you know what? Try to be a little, like, maybe corrective criticism or, a little less mean. Like, there's no reason to hit someone below the belt. Like, I'm sorry. Unless they're giving it to you, there's just no reason. I still couldn't go below the belt. Like, Jennifer Lynn has always been that sub that's been very outspoken, very controversy, always throws out that random video from what I can remember once a year that's going to shock value and really trigger somebody. Last one I could think of, I think it was the truth that she really triggered and hurt her feelings. And it's like, come on, like, but what she did to Batty, and listen, I understand Batty puts herself out there by putting herself on panel, but Batty did not put her personal information out there. That was done by a snake. And then you knew that it hurt her, so in turn, you wanted to hurt her more. That says more about your integrity than it does about anything Batty could say at all. Because you knew it hurt her. You knew it really hurt her, and you hurt her more intentionally. That's crazy to me. That you intentionally hurting somebody that never intentionally hurt you. And that's sick to me. That puts you in a whole nother category now. Maybe it could happen once or twice, but I seen her do it. And then I was listening to Ash, and I know everybody's gonna think I'm favorable because I love Ash, and her and I've been acquaintances and friends for a long, long time since I started here, and my loyalty will most of the times be with Ash. Like, I don't always agree with her, but I'll always stick by her. And she said something last night, and I was like, you know what? I've been thinking the same thing. You know, people always accuse us of things that we do, like Laura. Like, you will never see us jocks, or like, we all know Laura's a bag of shit and she talks shit. I don't care what side you're on. You know Laura lies. You know she's a bullshitter. You know what Laura's done. You know what Molly does. You know what they all do on panel. I don't care whether you like or support them or not. Okay. I don't care what side, no side, this side. I'm my individual. That's it. I just happen not to like the same people as my crowd does for the same reasons a lot. But what Ash said is true. I want to know because I am seeing such a hate around here for us, and especially the ponies, which is such a so ridiculous because it was based on a, a name of a Discord room and had nothing to do. It was a made we were a made up group, a fictitious group of ladies made up by the truth and her clan. And then we just joked about it. And now we just say it is a thing, but it isn't. But it just pissed. So anyway, my point is, call us ponies, and I'll call you phonies, and you know who you are. And I want to know. I challenge anybody to come up and get on your panel or somebody else's panel to explain to us what anyone on this side, has ever done so vile and disgusting and disgraceful and awful and rotten we have done to anyone in this community. Now, that challenge don't come with made up bullshit because I am watching one sub spread hate, and I'm not talking about Rex or Steph. I'm talking about a sub I see daily spreading hate and lies that are not true. And she's a disgrace. She's a disgrace, and I'm not going to name her because I'm just not going to do it because I don't have the energy to fight with her. And it's not the truth, And it's not a creator, put it that way, it's a sub talking shit out of a asshole. Straight out of a asshole. Lies that are not true. But anyway, I challenge this person to come or go on a panel or make a video or go wherever it is that you feel comfortable and show the proof of what evil, vicious, disgusting, disgraceful things anybody on Pony or whatever the fuck side you think I'm on. I want to see it. I want to see it. I want to see I want to say it is what makes us either ponies or mean girls, other than the same banter that you guys give, we give it back or whatever. And we chat just like everybody else chats. We do the same exact thing that you all do. So I'm waiting for this vile act of disgrace and disparity that we have done to harm someone or to really hurt someone. I know we've always promoted to try to get along, to try to come to panel and make some sort of peace. It never happens, but we do try. We have accepted people that were tossed to the side by other creators or, unwanted in one particular community. We welcomed over here. I mean, we rallied against showing another community what others are really like and their intentions are, and not to be persuaded like we were. And you know what? It started out, in Stephanie Brown's Discord, and what was done to us, we were our first victims. And now, if you think back to however long ago that was, how many more, how many more have been a victim of vitriol, disgusting mouth? Hey, say 50 Shades. 8 people in here, 6 people talking. Not even 6. Hey, at least I got lurkers too. And I don't dislike anybody. I welcome anybody. I would say to Laura's, if you can get out of your cage and allowed out of your chat, just because I don't like Laura doesn't mean I don't like you. And I don't see why you can't. You're only allowed in one chat. That's crazy to me. I would never listen to anybody that told me that, especially if I was a paying supporter of hers, Molly's, or anybody's. Uh-uh. No way. No way. So, yeah, I just wanted to come live for a little bit. I think I decided what I'm going to do with, and I'm going to have 2 giveaways, which is going to be mystery boxes that I'm going to make myself for the holidays. I want to get them out before Christmas, so there's going to be 2 winners. So if you're going to listen to this afterwards or before, right now, the only rule is you have to be sub to me. And then with the rest of the Jeffree Star stuff, I'm just going to start wrapping things up, and I'm going to go to like random communities. I'm going to take you guys with me though, because I'm going to film it, but I'm not going to film the person unless they let me. But I will film the audio, because I don't want to put people on camera that don't want to be on camera or underage. But I'm going to go to lower income neighborhoods in my area, and I'm gonna, I don't know, walk into a nail salon and give a random gift away. Maybe have some bunch of stuff, the Jeffree Star stuff wrapped in a bag, and I wrapped up separate in a bag, let them reach in and grab, I'll pick one person that I see on the street, random, whatever. I haven't decided that yet. But I do also want to get back to my subs. I've been holding on to this stuff long enough. I've been asking bigger creators to help me do things, and I can never, for some reason, schedule it or get it away. And that's no offense to Wendy or Randy, but we were supposed to do things and we just can't get our schedules together. And I just don't want to hold on to this stuff anymore. Like, and I don't want to sell it on eBay. I don't feel right about doing that because that wasn't my initial decision. And, look, like if I do a giveaway now, there's 6 people in here. How fair is that? You know what I mean? When I know more than 6 people support my channel, it's just that they're not around to see me right now. So I'm not even giving them an opportunity. You know what I mean? Like, I don't pull in big numbers to have a giveaway like that, which is why I asked the bigger creator to do it on their panel one night, and my panel the next night, their panel one night, my panel the next night. But nobody seems to want to take me up on the offer. So, or for some reason, we just can't get it together. So I decided on doing it for the holidays. This way, it don't cost me anything to give back, and I can physically give somebody a gift that I know is worth a pretty good, decent amount of money, a really nice gift to have, and that could really make somebody happy, and a chance to be able to have a palette they couldn't necessarily afford, and make themselves feel pretty, look pretty, and give them a little confidence, you know? As well as also share something with my subs. Well, the thing is, Black Eagle, with shelters in New York City, I don't want to give it to somebody in the shelter because 9 out of 10 times the people running the shelter will keep it, or they'll something like that's going to get stolen, or it's going to get them beat up over it. And I want to give to a hardworking mom I see get off the bus. I want to physically give it to that person. I want to know who's getting it. I want to know that I could look at her and say, like, hey, she looks like she wears makeup. Let me make her day. Like, and I want to, um, I don't want ass pats or hero capes or anything like that. I just like spreading joy. So my whole thing about filming it, if the person lets me, or at least the audio, is to show people that it's not that hard to give back. You don't have to give back through anybody here or on only Amazon or, to a charity or, you know what I mean? Like sometimes you being up close and personal and giving somebody, it's so much more touching to see them feel so like lucky for the day. You know what it's like when you watch extreme makeovers and they get pulled off the street and they feel so blessed like that just makes me feel good, watching that type of stuff. So that's what I decided to do. You know what I mean? Because I like that in this, and who knows, Black Eagle, maybe I could even make a friend through it. Like, I could help her in the future somehow, or we can keep in touch and, she could send me what she's done with the palette, or, you know what I mean? Or, you know, whatever it may be. I may make a friend out of the deal, you know? So, yeah, I don't want to get, no, that's not true, British, because, Oh, well, yeah, I guess if I'm not doing it, Wendy or Randy. Look, anybody can win for me. Me personally, I'm going out in the streets of New York to give away. But the two mystery boxes, if you're willing to pay the shipping, then I I will gladly you can enter the contest. My problem is I cannot afford the shipping. I don't know how much it is, but I never shipped anything overseas, but I'm hearing it's like astronomical. So if you want to pay for the shipping, you could gladly partake in it because I definitely can't afford that. I know I can't. When I teamed up Wendy and Randy and we were going to do it on their panel, and that's still an option if we could get together, they had offered to pay for the shipping, and I was fine with that. But I've been waiting. It's been 3 weeks, and we can't seem to get together. And I don't want to hold on to this stuff any longer. Hold, makeup don't last forever. And I've been starting to feel guilty. I've been trying to do this for a while now, and I've been asking for months. And you know, like it's no disrespect towards anybody because Wendy has been busy, Randy's busy, they work, but we either have to get a ball rolling or and we can't even seem to get together to figure out how we're gonna do it. So I mean, I don't know. I, I put the offer out there the other day in Discord. They didn't get back to me again. I will do it one last time just so people don't think I'm not reaching out. But if you got Randy, I want to hear this and you still want to do it, I'm still game to do it. So, I'm not going to be doing anything British until the holidays, till close to the holidays. So if Randy and Diane, uh, Wendy and Randy still want to do it, the option's still open. I'm not going to change my mind or go back on my original word. But if it if we can't kick it off by the holidays, then I'm gonna go another route. Like, how long can I hold on to it? You know what I mean? And I hate that for the my subs that are overseas because I have a lot of them, but I just can't, especially around now, afford to pay that kind of shipping. I mean, what are the costs? People make it sound like it's like hundreds of dollars. Like, I don't really ship very many things, so I don't know. So if you ever shipped anything over to the UK, like let's say it's a 5 pound box, how much does it cost? 'Cause I know he had to ship something like that just here in the United States from like let's say from New York to Florida is like $9, which is nothing. I don't care about that. Or even British, if um instead of trusting me and paying for the shipping, if you go on UPS and you win, you can purchase a label and, you know, I could print out the label and slap it on and send it right out. Hi, Bella. How are you, babes? You always wind up in my lives, Bella, but I never see you really that much around. I do appreciate you supporting my lives, though, because I know you don't chat much. So, um, I appreciate you chatting here at least. I'm open for suggestions too. Chippy, M's, Black Eagle. I have a lot, so if you have any ideas as a giveaway, just let me know, and I'd be willing to take anybody's ideas. You know what I mean? I guess British Chippy left me. I hope not. I hope I didn't offend that. It's not intentionally, but like, I don't know. Like, I don't get chatters. I just don't because I don't go live a lot. So people don't always see my lives. And I don't put it in Discord or schedule it or anything. I'm going to try to, but when I do that, I get myself all worked up and then I don't have the nerve to do it. So I have to just press it when I'm don't care and I just want to get my voice out there. I just really wanted to defend Batty, and I just, I hope Jennifer Lynn realizes that maybe that wasn't such a great idea, even if she was hurt in something that Batty said. Um, Batty's pretty fair, and um, I hope it could be worked out. That's all. Because that video really did. I thought it was really disgusting. I mean, I don't know, Jennifer Lynn, if you ever seen a mom and a child homeless, and being in New York, you see an awful lot of it. It is pure heartbreak. And I know Batty's not in that situation, ever situation was ever, I don't really know her situation because I myself just learned about it. I know she's not in it no more, but whatever it was when she was going in it, I don't know exactly, you know, the ins and outs. I don't want to know. I don't have to know. All I know is that making somebody feel like that is not good. Even the song was gross. Oh, thank you, Bella. Oh, God. She's the love of my life. I tell you, I could be having the worst day and my son brings her in, but I get the best feeling when her favorite person in the world is my son. Like, I could be sitting there talking to her for an hour and she'll just look at me. He comes in and you could see like little sparkles in her eyes and she starts to laugh and kick and she goes crazy. She loves her father. Like, my son's fiance said the other day she had her all day. Now, she's a nurse too, and she was cranky because she gets gassy a lot. She drinks the bottle a little bit too fast, sometimes more than she should, like a lot. And she was fussy for like 3 hours, and my son's fiance was getting, frustrated. You know, like what is it? What could I do? Like I feel so bad for that type. So my son said, "Oh, just give me a." And she said to him, "What are you gonna do that I can't do?" He's like, "I don't know, but I'll give you a break. That's all. I'm not trying to do anything." So she gave the baby who was crying all day to my son, and she was quiet as a mouse and went to sleep right in the kid's arms. She adores her father, like, But he's a baby hog, god damn it. Like he doesn't like he has her all the time. So when I get to hold her, it's like 2 minutes, and he's like, "Oh, give me a." Like he every waking minute the kid, and I tell him you gotta stop doing that because when she's alone with a mom can't always do that because she has things to do, and she also needs to get sleep because she's a nurse overnight, 7 to 7 shift, and you're creating a monster. Like, don't tell me. They know everything. Yes, a very big dead dad's girl. Speaking of, I think he's just walking in now. Hold on, I gotta mute because God only knows what he's gonna say. I don't even know how to mute. Oh, whatever. Maybe he won't come in here or I'll warn him before. Yes, very big daddy's girl, but it's so nice to see, you know what I mean? My husband was too, but my husband was hands on. My son very rarely changes diapers though, and my husband was the same way. Only with my daughter, not my son. My husband was very good with my son. But for some reason when it was a girl, he could not do it. He just doesn't feel appropriate. I'm like, it's your daughter. She's a baby. You shouldn't feel that way. Like, and you have to get that out of your mind. You know? Yeah, I was like that too, Bella. I always helped out. My nieces were born when my first nephew was born when I was 9. Then his sister came shortly after when I was 12. So they came everywhere with me from the time I was old enough to watch them, which was like 13, 14, until now. They're still everywhere with me. Before I had kids, after I had kids, family vacations, we always had one of my nieces or nephews, amusement park. We take them all. You know, my sister-in-laws are not really like amusement type park girls. They don't like rides, so I was always the aunt who took everybody to Great Adventure and Hershey Park and Dorney Park, all that fun stuff. Sesame Place. My sister-in-laws, um, were more like one has a house on the Catskills, the other one has a trailer in by my trailer in I always forget the name of the damn park. Eagle Lake. So she would take the kids up there for a weekend. We would take the kids up to the Poconos. Like me and my oldest brother always got along. Me and my middle brother never get along, but we never took it out on the kids ever. And now that him and my sister-in-law divorced 15 years, I still have a relationship with her, and my kids always will. Like we don't ever involve the kids ever. And Bella, all my nieces, my son had a baby July. She was born July 5th. My niece Taylor had her second daughter on July 6th. My niece Kayla had her second child, first girl, September 29th. And then my very first niece had her fourth baby, only girl, last one. She has 3 boys on October 13th. All girls, 4 girls from July to August. So they're all going to be in the same class because we all live within 5 minutes. So they'll be going to school together. So, and because of their last name, well, my granddaughter may not, because she is obviously my husband's last name, not my maiden name. So it goes by your last name. Well, not in kindergarten. They'll go to pre-K together, and depending on where their parents send them, if they go to Catholic school like they all did, which most likely I'm going to say they will, they'll all be in the same class because the Catholic school that's here only has, it's very small, so it only has one class per grade. So I can't imagine four girl cousins. That's already Mean Girls click right there. And I'm like, oh, good luck, because if they're anything like you brats, you're gonna have your hands full. I think girls are so much harder. Well, for me anyway. My son was a breeze, and he was the first one. I feel like your second child always tests you. You're a little bit more lenient because you're not so nervous. You know what to expect, and you know when you're getting pushed over, and um, it's just a different dynamic, a mother son and a mother daughter. Me and my son don't bump heads. My husband and son bump heads. My daughter and husband don't. Me and my daughter bump heads. But that's because I have a certain standard, rules, and I don't care how old you are. You living under this roof, you could be fucking 42 and you're gonna follow my rules. And my rule is simple once you're of age. Call me and let me know where you're going, where you're gonna be. Put your location on. I don't care where you're going because it's none of my business. Although I'm gonna advise, don't. I wouldn't go there. They're gonna do it anyway because they're of age. She's 21. Um, I do prefer who she dates, and her boyfriend now has been pretty steady, and he is a doll. I'm blessed on both ends, so far so good. Mm. So, well, I am going to sign out because nobody's chatting except for my Bella and Black Eagle and British Chippy. I'm gonna drop you a comment because I don't want you to feel that way because like I said, this is why I wanted to team up with other creators to maybe help out. So I'll run it by Wendy and Randy again. Hey, Warrior Grandma, it's been so long since I seen you. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. Diane, what are you doing here, girl? You're giving away some gift cards too. This is for the wish list. Oh, that's cool. Well, maybe somebody will win your gift card and they can pay for their shipping with the gift card, maybe. I don't know. Okay. All right, Diane. Let me know the nights that Santa's gonna be on. Just send me a private chat. I have the stuff physical. If you go back, Diane, to look, I don't know what the name of the title of my video is, but it's sometime back in April. I believe it might be uh unboxing or a haul or something. and you can see all the palettes that I have that are duplicate. I have, I'll just tell you, besides the palettes, a ton of stuff, but the palettes I have to give away are one of the neutral palette. I don't want to say the name because it's dirty, and it's the neutral one. And I have two of the blood money, the purple ones, the octagon ones, Jeffree Stars. I have two or three of those. I have a Jeffree Star sweatshirt, a big, heavy duty sweatshirt. You could see that in the video. And I have a lot of singles and the glosses and the uh Jeffree Star, a lip balm, a few lip glosses. I have Extreme Frost to give away, and I believe one nude lip bundle because I got a dupe this time around. So you could go look at that video real quick to when I unbox the Jeffree stuff, and you can see all the stuff. I physically have it. That's my issue. So it's not like I'm ordering it like how you did, and I can order it to the customer. I wish I could, but so okay. Diane, do you have any idea how much it costs on average to send like a 5 pound box? Um, let's say it was 5 or 6 pounds and I wanted to send it to the UK. What's the average cost? Do you have any idea? Oh, thank you, Warrior Grandma. I appreciate that. I always welcome anybody over here to chat as long as we respect each other. I don't care. And, I let anybody talk or, have their opinions, banter back and forth, but I don't go for you know, cutting people down. I just don't like it. Yeah, just an average, Diane. Because people are scaring me. They're making it sound like it's $300. Me too, Warrior Grandma. I always want to debate crime topics. I always want to hear somebody's opinion or theory, and by I mean theory, I don't mean something ridiculous or preposterous or impossible. And I only like to stick with the facts and the facts that we know. And I also take into consideration there's a ton of evidence in every case that we're never going to be privy to. And most channels don't even, they pretend like they have everything or we know everything. When meanwhile, us armchair or whatever you want to call us, we don't have nothing. We don't have the evidence until it's presented. I just like the other people, like when we did the Hyde Rashad case on Stephanie Brown's panel. Like I was adamant. I had such an intuition it was the husband, and I fought for him, and they thought I was crazy. And it turns out me and Jelly Bean really started investigating like as much as we could, and we found Heidi Rashad. The girl Megan had a registry with her and Heidi's name on it, and we found it to be so odd. Like two girlfriends pregnant together don't have a a you know Amazon, what is it called, baby thing together. Like, that's just not normal. So I thought it was so abnormal that I called in the tip. And the very day I called in the tip, they immediately called me back. And I remember it 3 hours later, I was on Jay for Justice's Live and they were going to a house. So I always wondered if that tip really was the tip that made them go talk to her again. Yeah, see, it's only $40, Diane. It's still less than the pallet. I mean, but I mean, for that matter, what the hell's them the sense of paying for $40 when they could order the pallet directly? You know what I mean? But if another channel wants to team up with me to pay the shipping, I'm all for it. I don't care. I just want to give it back. So, you know, I'm I'm supposed to do a giveaway with Randy and Wendy, but I'll do one when you have Santa too. I don't. I I I want to. My purpose is to give back to as many people that are sitting in that chat room as there is. And you could say, I'm not going to do a giveaway with 13 people in here when I know more than 13 people to support me. They just don't realize I'm live because I don't go live. I'm not that sub that goes live, you know what I mean? So I figured by doing it on a bigger panel has nothing to do with me. It's more for reaching out to more people, you know? So just DM me, Diane, whenever you can. Okay. Okay, no problem. Thank you for coming in, Diane. I appreciate it, really. And I appreciate the offer. So I'm going to log off and I just want to say, Jennifer Lynn, please take that video of Batty down. Like, you hurt more than just Batty because I'm sure Batty's not the only one that's ever been in that position. Thank you, Diane. See you, Bips. Thank you again. Um, please consider taking it down. Please, because you're hurting more people than you think you are. And to Molly and to Laura, like, you can't sit here and cry me a river that you're getting all this heat and all this heat. It's coming based off your actions. And I just think you guys have a set of balls, especially you, Molly, talking about anybody bullying you after your display of what you did to that poor family who were personally grieving. You don't know they weren't grieving Gabby because you don't know them. And they were grieving their son and you still tortured them. And the daughter and the children. So you don't get no fucking free pass from me. You're rotten. So that's my latest opinion. And Laura will always be Laura. Like, she thinks I stalk her. Not if she thinks I stalk her, that would mean she had to stalk me. So that says a lot more about her than it does me. Because she's this big creator and I cannot type in chat without her grabbing a comment that I made or something from my chat and calling me out on it. So she is obviously very worried what I have to say because she always makes it a, a, a thing to either make sure her, her little paparazzi gets my screenshots or she does. or comes in my comment section or whatever it is to grab what she wants. So, for you big creator to be worried about what I have to say, I don't know why. I really don't. I'm just a nobody with fucking 15 people in their chat. Simon, my internet buddy, my bestest pal. Yeah, Tragedy Pimps. Warrior Grandma, I think that name actually came from not even John Grimes. I believe it was Negs that called them that. I think I'm a sub Black Eagle. I think I've been a sub to your channel since you sub mine. Anybody that subs me, I try to sub back, even if they don't have content. Sunnyside, hey sugar, I see you all the time in Discord, in coffee chat, Cece's Discord. Black Eagle, aren't you the one that maybe it's somebody else that has the little turtles? Or no, is that not you? Somebody used to always film like little I forget who it was. Maybe that's Persian Mafia. I don't think she supports me anymore because she enjoys Laura. I love Cece too. Cece looks fantastic. She looks so good. Yeah, I knew you were by the ocean, Black Eagle. See, I knew it had something to do by water. In Maine, right? But oh, sorry, Black Eagle. If I'm sorry, I shouldn't have did that. Yeah, you guys should sub each other. So thank you everybody for coming. Yeah, I remember. I remember you taking us for drives too, Simon. Hey, Orange Butterfly. I hope you brought my casserole dish back. You know, I think Black Eagle herself, if I'm not mistaken, she has said it herself. So, um, if not, I'm sorry. That'll be the first time I did that. Stick my foot in my mouth. Just why I don't come live. Yeah, thanks, Warrior. And Sunnyside and you guys that are just coming in. Um Make sure you click your little bell because I'm gonna be doing stuff for the holidays. And I hope you guys take part in it. Yes, Bag Eagle. I knew you said because I'm like, oh, she's offering send lobsters. That's my favorite food. I can't believe just Angel never tasted lobster. Like, my brothers work for the Fulton Fish Market, and my son works part time for the fish market. It's relocated now from Fulton Street all the way out now in the Bronx. So for me to eat at like Red Lobster, I can't do it because it's nothing like the quality of fresh fish. Like I'm talking the freshest you can get. And it is once you eat that, you can't eat that Red Lobster bullshit. Oh, I can imagine. Black Eagle, I would love that. I grew up all my life on the Chesapeake Bay crabbing, and I loved it. Our trailer, we used to go there every 3 weeks, and our trailer was right in front of like a 25-foot pier. We had a boat, obviously, too. And I get up every morning at 7 o'clock with my little crab nets. And from 7 to my mother would pull me off the pier with blisters on my whole body because I loved crabbing off the pier and fishing. And then at night, I would take a shower, put my nightgown on, and go back to the pier because at night, when the lights were on, the crabs would surface to the light, which I don't know why, and we used to scoop them right out from the top of the water. And I love crab. I love crab. You know, Black Eagle, I tried one time clamming, but unless I could see the ocean, I won't do it. And I got in the water to clam, and they were clamming to me, I was like 11 or 12, so I was like up to my neck, 4 foot water, and a black eel swam between my legs, not like up, like just between my legs. Open, my legs were open on the floor, but open. We used to clam with rakes, and I freaked out like because it wrapped around my ankle. I freaked out. I was screaming like you would have thought this thing killed me. And I another time I got bad. I was just sitting at the edge of the water with my feet in the ocean, and a big, huge friggin' blue claw crab came and chomped half my toe. So I hate the ocean unless I could see what's underneath me. Oh my god, I would love it. My son brings me jumbo lump crab meat in a can, but it's fresh and it's a little can. It has a lot in it, believe it or not. It's like double the height of maybe like a tuna can, but it has chunks of white crab meat, and I could eat it just like that. It is so delicious. I make crab cakes sometimes, or sometimes I just make like a shrimp scampi, and I'll throw the crab meat over it. Yeah, I like boiled blue crab with just the butter sauce. Sometimes with vinegar. That's how my the other people we used to camp from, I don't know where they were from, but their grandkids used to eat, they were my age. They used to dip it in vinegar, so I used to do that. All sorts of different ways. My mom used to make it in red sauce or garlic and oil. Oh, I love crab. We have a place here, it's called Token Reel. It's a franchise, believe it or not, but it's pretty good. And believe it or not, it's Chinese people who serve you. You pick two different items. It comes with corn and potatoes. You're gonna get it Cajun style, Old Bay style, or garlic and oil, or all three. And it's served in a big white clear bag with a tray underneath. And it is delicious. The only thing is, it's never enough because I get like 2 pounds of Alaskan crab legs, and it's only like it's pretty much one full crab, which is not a lot. It's not. I love sea. I don't. I love shell food. I don't like swimming food. The only fish I'll eat is like I've tried a lot. I don't like salmon, nothing like that. I like flounder. I will not eat tilapia. I have, and it's not bad, but I just skeeve what they eat, even though they eat what crab and lobster eat. Um, Mahi mahi, I like. I don't like sushi or any kind of raw fish. Actually, I'm lying, like clams, little neck clams on a half shell, and I like the clams that we call here, and they're like the Huda style clams. We call them here piss clams because they're like longer shell clams, not fat and wide, and they have a little blackening on the end, like a snout. And it looks like a penis, so they call them piss clams. I don't know why. Supposedly they hiss and piss. I don't know. Scallops is my husband's favorite. He loves them. He gets when we go to the fresh. It's called Joe Lobster House here, but he works in the fish market. He owns a restaurant here, and it's fresh seafood. My husband will get his own dish, shrimp scampi with grilled scallops and garlic and white wine over rigatoni or linguine. I usually get lobster tail or a full lobster or the Joe special, which is oysters, um, clams, lobster, just the lobster tail though, and Alaskan king crab legs in a pot with whatever sauce you want, and corn and potatoes, served in your own big frying pan type thing. But the place Hook and Reel is ran by Chinese food, and it's a franchise. I know that there's two of them here now. There's one in Florida, and they are pretty good. They are they are pretty good, but it's a little pricey, and I feel like you just don't get enough food. But I cannot eat a red lobster. Red lobster is disgusting to me. The only thing good about red lobster is their biscuits. All the shit is frozen. It just doesn't taste right. My son, I have to ask my son, but there's certain kind of fish that's like astronomical amount of money. Um, that is now all the rage down in the fish market. No, Bella. Oh, if you like seafood, go there. The one that's on Highland is way better than the one on Forest. Their biscuits are delicious, but if you have I also tried what is it, Joe's Crab Shack. That's better than Red Lobster, but anytime you like freeze crab legs like for longer than a certain amount of time, they just don't come out right. And if you ever taste shrimp and it has like a bleachy taste, I'm telling you right now, send it back because restaurants are known to wash their seafood with bleach. Oh, and this is true to get the fish odor away right before it goes bad. So if it has like this chlorine type taste, do not eat it. Bella to die for. It really is good. Really. But Joe's Lobster House is good too. But You should definitely try there. It has a good atmosphere, has a good bar, they make good drinks. It's a very awesome looking decor. It's just a nice vibe there. Yeah, I used to like shrimp until I watched my mother take the heads off and clean them. I never knew as a kid that's what they had look like. I cannot eat crawfish. I can't do it. I can't even look at them. To me, they look like big cockroaches that say, "Oh, it's beautiful there, Bella." I love the Marshalls there. It's so neat and cool. I love that people aren't on to the Ray Dunn freaks. It's not as bad. Like I can still go there and find some my I collect all Ray Dunn stuff. So when you go to TJ Maxx on Highland, they're like animals. They'll beat you over the head for it. But I think Marshall gets a lot of Ray Dunn, so I always find stuff Ray Dunn there. I love Ray Dunn stuff. I love him. But for a long time, I don't even know if it's a girl or guy. I just always loved that font since I'm in graphic arts. I love that font. I just, now it's just become like my second. I love gnomes, Jeffree Star, and Ray Dunn. That's my big collector's thing. Any kind of gnome, I love gnomes. Yeah. Bella, they have really cute, I just got them. Ray Dunn pajamas there for the whole family. Even infant. Mother, father, um, really, really cute ones for like $12. From infant to toddler to dad and mom. $12 a set. I just bought all like my whole family. Me, my mom, my daughter, her boyfriend, my son, his fiance, the baby, me and my husband, pajamas there. And I spent less than I would in Walmart. And they're way better quality. Swear to God. I think the most expensive pair was the guys. They were like 16. The girls were like 12.99 for me and Lexi. And for the baby it was like 6.99, I think. And they even had slippers to match, but I didn't even look at them because I know I'd rather get socks 'cause nobody's gonna wear them. Oh, awesome, Ems. I still have my Valentine's Day up. I can't part with them. I love them. I have them all together. Like, I have a coffee table and it's filled with all my gnomes. I just got a really cool one. I think I posted a picture. I'll send it to you. He's a football gnome, but it's ceramic and it's a candle inside. But I won't even burn the candle because I love it so much. I'm looking for a blow up gnome for Christmas for my lawn. Yeah, Bella, the baby had so much to give away. Thank God that, my niece is, but she's tiny. Like my niece that was born the next day, it like outweighs her by like 2 pounds. She's a little chunker. Savannah is like long and skinny, thin, but um, you know, average. But my niece is stubby and chunky. and they were all Cabbage Patch kids down. Halloween. Well, Savannah was. Let me say, Savannah had 8 different costumes. My granddaughter. She was a llama. She was a Cabbage Patch doll. She was a Barbie and something else. I forget. A pumpkin, maybe. And then she also had my first outfit with the tutu, then the pajamas. She had about 19, like, she was like a full blown fashionista that day. Yeah, Savannah Jade is her name. Savannah Jade, then we have Raven. I don't think she has a middle name. Then Mackenzie Elizabeth, and then Leela. No, it's not Leela. I'm saying it wrong. Um, what is it? Lee. Oh yeah, it's Lee. Leigh. Anna is her middle name. Not Leanna. It's Lee, and her middle name is Anna. Yeah, all my nieces have those soap opera names. Taylor, Kayla, three sisters. All the sisters are K's. Kayla, Caitlin, Kerry, and um Kenzie. And then the other ones are my other brother's daughters are Karen and Kennedy. Karen and Erica. I'm sorry, I don't know where the hell I got Kennedy from. So yeah, they have the. My sister-in-law was a Dynasty fan back in the day, and soap opera. Bye, Black Eagle. Toodles, my girl. Thanks so much for coming. Sending you, blowing you a kiss. Take a hike, Black Eagle. I'm just kidding. Thanks for coming. Yeah, so, alright, I'm gonna get off myself because I don't have anything else to talk about. I think I chewed you guys' ears off long enough. That was a long one for me. I'm slowly getting my comfort level back, and it's around dinner time, so I don't want to take your time up. I appreciate all you guys for coming, Simon, everybody, and hope you come back when I randomly go live. Maybe soon, maybe in the next 3 months. And M's, I definitely can't wait to see your new gnomes. And you don't have to send me one. Don't feel obligated. Hey, did you guys know that all the Dollar Tree all over are closed today? I don't know for how long, but no more Dollar Tree. Now they're going from $1.25 to $1.50. You know that? All the Dollar Trees closed today, all around the world, to reset for new prices. So from what I understand, all the dollar items will now be $1, $1.50. They also we have other items up. I think up to I thought originally it was 5, but now I'm hearing 10, so I don't know. Yeah, all of them are closed. I seen it on TikTok and then I Googled it. So, and that I knew that prices were changing, but you guys have to see how many cargo ships are out in the middle of the Hudson. I should go down to the beach tomorrow and show you. It's fascinating because they can't get enough workers on the docks to get the materials in. So they're lined up like in a row in the sea to until they get offload. Therefore, we're gonna start seeing a spike in groceries, everything. Yes, Bella, spiking. If you can, you should do all like your shelfable items and stocking up because that type of shit is gonna start. Prices are starting to go up because they can't get the materials are here that be given. They can't get people to work on the docks to unload. Pathetic. Like any man that could tell me they can't find a job today is delusional. They'll take anybody, like anybody at this point. Because so many people went on that unemployment and the extensions that they gave, they're pulling in big money, so they don't want to work. Just become lazy America. Sickening. I don't know what they're gonna call it. I think it's like a buck and up or a dollar or more or something like that. I'm not sure what they're gonna. I don't even know if they're gonna rename it. So, and also Starbucks workers got pushed up to $23 an hour, and health insurance upon um immediate hire, you get health insurance right on the spot. Um, if you have experience in that field, you start out at 20, but if you have experience, you could start out at 23. And insurance right on the spot starting that day. $23 an hour. I mean, that's pretty good money for coffee. I mean, I made that money in my early 20s as a mom in the city, in the corporate world. That's pretty fucking good money for a young kid starting out with no responsibilities. I believe I know that Wendy's is up to 17 or 18, and I haven't heard anything about Walmart because we don't have money here. But yeah, Costco's gonna have to up the ante. A lot of these places are. You work harder in Costco than you do at fucking Starbucks. I mean, I would be complaining like I'm lifting up pallets and packing out, 70-pound boxes, and somebody's whipping up a latte making 6, 7 more dollars than me. I'm gonna bitch about it. Yeah. Hey, Sandy. Bella, my first job, like serious corporate job, I drove all the way out. I was 21, and everybody thought I was crazy, but because I wanted to get in industry and I couldn't afford the classes, I just wanted to foot in. I was working for graphic arts family-run business as a receptionist for $8 an hour, all the way up by Giant Stadium. But I didn't care. Within 3 months, I was out of there and worked for a place called American Color that had 7 different places across the United States. And they offered me like 35,000. So that was a quick jump up. And then I worked there for 10 years before I went and scored working for Tops downtown for Buco Bucks. And just the location alone, I used to get out of work at 4:30 and walk in my door, taking the express bus by 5:05 every day. That's unheard of, commuting from Staten Island to Manhattan. Granted, I just went because Tops is right on Whitehall. I was the last spot on the express bus, and um, I lived by the beach, so I was the first few stops off the beach. So, and we jumped ahead of all the rush hour. So I had it made when I commuted down there. It was the best commute of my life. So, Sandy Dandy, 82 minutes I've been on here, waiting for you to show up. I knew you would. What's going on, Sandy? What's poppin', Sandy Dandy? Yeah, I know, Sandy. I haven't. You're not your normal available Sandy, but I can imagine with twins in school and homework, and you're probably exhausted by 9 o'clock. You're welcome, Bella. You always show up, Bella, so I appreciate that. Black Eagle be happy to know because I know she always looking for a wrench. Sandy, you're fucking always helping somebody clean up. I swear. You should open up your own cl- cleaning company. Like, I know you have a little gig of your own, but I'm talking about like professional, like CVS and shit. Oh, Bella, you're so sweet. We should meet up one day, Bella, and go for coffee. I promise I'm not a creeper. Maybe we could do a live, but we don't have to show our faces. I'm smoking again, Sandy. Bad girl. I'm fucking stressed out bad. Yeah, I know it is expensive. I tried to work for a company that did that eh, as a dispatcher because I have dispatch experience from my first job, and the hours were ridiculous, and they treat their workers like shit. Then they don't. The money was great for Staten Island, but they didn't offer health benefits. So the problem is, if you make a certain amount of money, you can't no longer you have to buy your own health insurance, and it was ridiculous. Like, if I'm gonna find a good job, paying job coming from the corporate world, it's gonna include my medical, and they're gonna pay into it. Yeah, and that would be fun. I'm always up for that. Always. Especially because, like, yesterday I was just thinking, like, I just need to get away, just me. And I'm not like the bar type girl. Like, just a day, like, even if we picked like a day where you could shop in a mall or a little like I love Lancaster, like little towns like that where you can find unique items, like farm like items and butters and pies and also homemade crafts. I love shit like that. If we could find a common ground to meet up there, I'm all for it. It would be even easier if we did it during the summer or fall because I'm even closer because I'm in Poconos. That's closer, right? 'Cause I don't think the Catskills is too far. Last time we looked. Yeah, that would be terrific, Ems. I would love to. Like, I love Englishtown, partially because it's used stuff and antiques, and it's new stuff, and it's unique, crazy stuff that you'll never see. It's homemade, so you'll never see it other places. Some of the shit is beautiful, like handcrafted leather belts and shit. I love places like that. I want to go to I love that show, Flea Market Flip. I want to go to the Elephant Trunk. I think it's in Connecticut. I googled it. It's like 2 hours from me. Elephant Trunk Flea Market. It's called. Englishtown is in New Jersey, but it's a fun little town. They even have their own little boardwalk and water park, which is a beautiful water park. If you pay $30, um, you could go there for 4 hours and then 4 hours on the pier where you can, if you have little ones. And there's an old little man who owns a lot there, and he charges you $5 to park. And we would pack a lunch, and then I always brought him a fresh Italian sub from New York, and he looked forward to me. He never charged me parking because he knew he was gonna get a nice hero, but he only charged like $5. It's obviously closed in the winter, but yeah, and so it's the same difference. I'm 2 hours and 12 minutes exactly to the Poconos too. That's taking Route 80, and if you would drive it at a normal speed, I make it there. My mother gets mad because I make it there in an hour and 45 minutes because I have a little bit of a heavy foot. Yeah, well, I love day trips too. You leave at like 6, 7 in the morning, spend the day, lunch together, and leave, and, you know, be home back in your door by 9 o'clock. It's a great day out. Look into it, Ems, and we'll talk. I even like Top Golf or the driving range. I never I golfed one time with my dad, but I'm terrible, but I love to do things like that. I'm like an outdoorsy girl. The only thing I don't like the severe cold. I don't. I used to love it, but I can't tolerate it now. But I love Topgolf. It's pricey though. I don't know if you have one in your area. It's pretty expensive. I would even drive out and meet you in the summertime and got maybe do 9 rounds of golf just to watch a golf because I'm fascinated by golf. I always looking to learn. Yeah, but no, a golf's not on my top list. Trust me, I'd rather do what I said the first time around. But I'm saying maybe like another time. Even if I came to just watch, I would love to come to just watch a golf. I could be a caddy, like I'll play the Caddy Jack song. The horns, I'll play the Caddyshack horns for you, Ems. Not in 23 degrees, though, no. Good. See, so we have something to look forward to in the nice weather. Today I was freezing all morning. I put the little heated thing on in my room, and then, um, before I knew it, I was having hot flashes. Yeah, I refuse to turn the heat on. I'm not, I'm not doing it yet. I still had my air conditioner on last night. My husband's a